Get ready with me while I talk about my first 6 months working in consulting. So in May of 2022, I graduated from Yale and started my job in August. I've been on 3 different projects. That number can vary a lot depending on what office you're based out of, what your interests are, and just sheer luck. I think I got very lucky with staffing. A lot of my friends were unstaffed the first few weeks of August because summer is usually slow for some reason. A lot of them got kind of stressed out. At the same time, it was kind of nice for them because some people were just on the beach, going to museums, hanging out with friends, enjoying the weather. And remember, this was like in summer. So a small part of me was also jealous, but looking back, I'm very grateful to have been staffed for most of my time working these past 6 months because I think I learned a lot. Whenever I'm catching up with a friend, they ask me, how's the work-life balance? How are the hours? Do you travel a ton? I've had honestly an 8 out of 10 experience. Your hours and the amount of travel required of you depends a lot on the project you're on. For example, my first one, I traveled once. For the rest of it, I could just co-locate with my teammates in my city. But for my last project, I had to travel weekly, which was a little bit much. I would have to catch Monday morning 7 a.m. flights and go straight to the office from the airport. There's a better culture nowadays in consulting companies about respecting people's boundaries and work-life balance, protecting people's weekends, having protected weekday nights where your manager is not allowed to contact you. Our generation has brought a lot of good changes to corporate America. I was chatting with my manager the other day. He's 30-something years old, and he said back in the day, they had to work on the weekends and always had to wear business attire, and he really appreciates how our generation brought the white sneakers into the office. And I'm like, that's just so true, because I could not imagine having to wear serious business shoes. Something else I've been thinking about a lot is handling feedback, being brave enough to go ask for feedback. For the longest time, and I noticed this when I was in college too, I would just not want to hear the feedback. I'm pretty self-aware, and I kind of always beat myself down. I would always assume that others always had the worst things to say about me, and I think it's gotten a lot better. Definitely helped that my last manager was just extraordinary at giving feedback. He would always back it up with real examples that happened that we can look back on and talk about. So I've been learning a lot about myself and the industry, and by the end of the year, perhaps I will have a more defined professional goal. I don't know. Yeah, that's how I've been. How have you been?